Hello, everybody. Are you ready? Welcome. I'm Julie Brun from Nimigi Solutions in Canada. I'm a functional consultant with 5 years of experience on Odoo, and I present you my colleague.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Quentin. I'm a functional analyst as well, and I've been on Odoo since version 7.
Today we are here to present you 2 modules that are really like the modules that a functional wants to use. So we are really happy to present it to you. Maybe we will be able to propose it to the OCA and everybody can use it, but it's available on our repo. So the 2 modules are web custom modifier and web custom label. So we will tell you a little bit more about it.
So we did the little intro. We'll give you a bit of context and play a simple game with you. And then we'll show you the modules, how it works for both of them. And then if you have some questions or ideas to finish. So for the context. So let's say you have a client. This client has a simple need, but still specific, and you want to address it. So the need is, I want the salesperson field on the partner to be named sales rep instead of salesperson, and be required or mandatory. So what are my options if I want to do this in Odoo? I'm asking you, so what could be my options if I want to do this? A translation, yeah. So that could address part of the need. What are my other solutions? Sorry? Odoo Studio, that's another answer. Modify directly the XML. Yeah, of course. Exactly. Or you ask a developer to do it. So that's all the solutions that I know. That we know as well. So my options, well, you all told them. Use Odoo Studio. We don't like Odoo Studio for obvious and several reasons. We can directly modify the XML, but as someone said, it's not the best way to go because it's not good for maintenance, and when you update it, and it's just a bit of ugly way to go. We could add a translation term or a new translation, but it just addressed part of the need, and it's a bit maybe overkill for just one term. Or you could ask a developer to do it for you with a new model, so with coding. There's a fifth option. Sorry. So it's 4.
No problem.
It's going to be 5. So it's to use both of the modules that we're presenting you today, so Web Custom Modifier and the Web Custom Label modules. So and this is the best options. So both of them works kind of in the same way. The first one, Web Custom Modifier, is to customize a view without any development, and the other one, Web Custom Label, is to customize a label without any development. Both work in the same way in the sense that they just render the XML view, so you don't need any code to make them work. Any extra code to make the change.
And if I can add, over time, with the maintenance, you can see that you added those elements. You don't have to remember or write it somewhere to remember that you did those changes because you have the list of those changes in where you configure them. So and overlap, and if you do any map update, any update of your database, it won't like disappear. It will stay stable.
Yeah, so it's really on top of any other modules or configuration that you could already have. So now we'll show you how it works.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on my database. To use those modules, it's better to go on the debug mode, so you can have access to the technical names of the fields you're targeting. So in the example Quentin gave, I wanted to replace the label for the salesperson on my contact and make it required. So I will start with rename the field. So I go on the contact. I can open anyone. Is it big enough? It's very small. You just have to tell me, yeah? Like this, it's better? Okay. So I find my field. It's here. Because I'm on debug mode, I can see that the technical field name of the field is user ID. So that's great. I can go here and just look for a label. The modules have the functionality into settings, translation, application terms, custom labels. So you can access it very easy from the search bar on the panel. And then I just have to create. I select the language because I can change the label in each language I have installed. So for the example here, I would change it in English. So I will look for my model, and maybe I don't know the name, the technical name of the model, so I can just search like contact. Or I can search by the technical name. Like you can see, I'm writing and proposing contact. It's the field I want to rename, so I put the name of the field, user ID, and then I select the term. So it was sales rep, and I save. I can deactivate it if I want, but I can see that now it's active. If I come back on my contact, I refresh, so you can see the change. Voila. It's great, huh? So that was the first part of the need. It was to rename, but now I want to make it required, mandatory. So as I can see here, it's not required. So I will use the second module, which is custom modifier. So I can just look for modifier. This is in the technical section, so sorry, modifier. I access the menu, and here, the same way I will look for my model. I will as well write the technical name of the field, and then select the modifier I want, which is here required. I have other options. I will talk about it later. And if I come back, I will refresh first because you already saw that it was not required. And then I have my required field. It's that easy. You like it, huh? I know it! So that was the simple example we wanted to show you, but we have a little bit of time, so I thought it would be a great idea to show you other custom modifier you can make. For example, I have a page already set, so yeah, it's big. Maybe like this. Okay. The first thing you can do is, for example, I want to change the widget of one field. This is the third on the line here. For example, on the contact, I have the checkbox receipt reminder. If I go here, receipt reminder is here. It's a checkbox. I want to make it a toggle, so like the switch. So I can, as the model, I specify the model, I put the name of the field, and then I have in the options, as you saw earlier, I have different options. So I select widget. I will just discard this. I select widget, and then I put the key. You know, yes, you have to have a little bit of knowledge, technical knowledge, to know what's the key to use. But we have very complete documentation on the GitHub repo, and you have examples and everything. So, and you can ask a dev for that for the first time, and then you know it, and you just don't need the dev anymore.
The key is simply the technical name of the widget that you want to modify.
Yeah.
The target one.
So now it's not active, I will just activate it. And then I will come back here and refresh. And then I have the toggle. That's crazy. I need more applause now because I'm so in love with this module. So
we use it a lot too.
Yeah, we use it a lot. The second option you have is to define the number of line per page in the list view. This was one need our customer had, because in the sales order lines, you know, sometimes you have a lot of pages, and they wanted to have just one page with all the lines. So that's one modifier that's possible. You can make it smaller or larger. So here what I did was to define it's a little bit more technical. When you do those, you need to change the type and to put a little bit of Python.
So for the custom modifiers, to have a bit more flexibility on what you can target, we added a type which is xpath, so you can target other elements than just fields. So don't ditch the developer just now, because you'll need maybe some.
Yeah, but my trick is I do it with the developer like once for one client, and when I need it one more time for another client, I just go back and I see how it's written, and I just copy paste. That's a great idea. So you choose the modifier number of line per pages, and then in the key you define the number of line you want. So here I define 5. If I go on the sales order, I have a sales order here which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. So I want to reduce that to 5. So I just activate it. And then refresh. And here I have my pages of 5 lines, and then I can change the pages. Any questions on that? Yes, yeah. And the last one is, for example, we have a lot of clients that told us, you know, I'm on the cells, my users, I don't want them to be able to cancel the cell, or in inventory, stock picking, they want to like just, can you just make it invisible, the button cancel, so they don't click on it by mistake or anything. So I just want to be accessible to managers. So yes, you can make something invisible, a button, a field, anything, on list view or form view. But my example will show you two features, the invisible one and the excluded groups. So I will start by showing you invisible. So if the name of my button on the sales order, that's the example I made. So this button, I make it invisible for everybody for the first example. So if I go in the technical information, I have the method, which is the name of the button. I know it because I asked a developer first, but now I know it. So action cancel, so I just put the xpath here and put the name of my button, and shows invisible. And I didn't put any excluded groups, so I will just activate it. And then come back. So now the cancel button, it's not visible for anybody. But yes, I want to be able to, for the sales manager to be able to cancel. So I would just add this group as an excluded group. So it will be invisible for everybody except this group. So because I'm super admin, I have this group. So if I refresh, I will see it. Okay? Wait, I have. Okay, I have a user. This user, Mark, is just a sales user. It's not a manager. So now, if I refresh his page, he can see it, but I can. So that's the invisible. The invisible is also available for any field in form view or a list view. And or you can make one modifier for the form view and one modifier for the list view. So that's it.
That's it for the demo, I think.
I think so. Do you have any questions, doubts, comments? Yes, Elodie?
Yeah.
12.
So it's available in version 12 and version 14 for now, and both community or enterprise.
Yes, Dara?
And what happens if you modify, for example, sales rep on the contract? On the rest of all the other apps, you will have the same label displayed. You cannot have sales rep just on this contact page and on others.
Yes, let me show you. I can choose more than one. I will.
I remember a request for change, for example, for I think it's quotation. They wanted to display a field with another label instead of delivery date, delivery shipment, or whatever. But they really want to change it in the rest of the apps.
Okay. Here I applied it only on the model contact, so it changed only there. But I know we know that we maybe contact is here user. If the name of the field is the same on every model, you can apply it to another model. We use this usually with product variant and product template. Sometimes you want to do something on both. And the field is the same name, so you can apply more than one model to the modifier. Yes, sir? No? Yeah?
If you have some custom app that needs some changes like this, and you apply also this, what wins?
What are the customization that your client did with To-Do Studio, for example? I know the modifiers on the modules will win because they're called after. Yeah.
What if you change the label of, for example, customer, and then you print the cellular in that way, won't the name change also?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
If you print a cellular, for example, and you modify the label of the field customer,
you use the QWeb report?
Yeah.
We don't use the QWeb report, so I don't know how it will show. Aero report.
We could do another talk on this.
Did we change it on the sales order? No. We could try it. Custom label. It could be, if it's not already taken into consideration, we could. User ID is the same. Start here. Okay.
To discard.
Okay.
Maybe Spanish ID, no user ID.
I applied it on the contact and here on the sales order too. So I don't remember if the sales rep field is on the QWeb report. We will have the surprise. Are you ready? It's in French. Wait. I will just change the language here.
IGA is a French grocery banner.
Oh yeah, it's mandatory now.
And now you see that it works.
Okay, one more time. No, it doesn't change on the QWeb report. But it could be something to think about applying to. Other questions? Yes?
If the customer updates their OD version, like from 12 to 14, does it migrate perfectly, like with the new code, or have you tested it?
It will be effective unless the technical name of the field changes.
Okay,
But you'll take all the configuration, will record it, so it should work the same way.
But yes, we tested it. It's 2 modules, yeah.
It's 2 modules. So, well, we just. Well, we lost internet.
Oh. Well, we can. Okay.
Yeah, just to finish, you saw that it was a quick, easy, clean, and as a functional person, or even a client, you can give this access to a client, mostly for labels, to have specific labels, because the modifiers, as you saw, there's a little bit more knowledge that is needed, but it could be done if your client is a bit technical. So we answered this question already, so available for the version 12 and 14, so you can browse the modules on our repo, Odoo Web Add-ons. The documentation is quite extensive, so we have all the different cases that you can try and cover with those two modules. Any other questions? No? Thank you.